Hi, so I'm going to go over everything that is in the Whooping Crane trunk. So to start with, if you have the name that adaptation assignment, that is what I'm going to be doing. So what you need to do first is answer these questions with the packet that I provided you. So if you are not here, you don't get to look at these fabulous things. So to start with the egg, this is a Whooping Crane egg. What color is that? What color do you think that is? Look at the chipped nail. See that? That is tan with brown specks. So that's what you would write down. Oval, tan with brown specks, or you can describe it however you want, this pointy egg. And how is that beneficial? What do you think their habitat looks like? Their nest looks like? Why are they not bright blue? Why are they oval shaped? Why are they tan with brown specks? Do you think it helps them to blend in? Do you think it helps them to be seen? What do you think? So that's your explanation, how the characteristic serves as an adaptation. Chick color, chick, about the brown. Again, find that in the reading article too. Beak shape. What is this? This is a Whooping Crane beak. What do you think that they are able to do with this beak? Well, let's show you. I'm a crayfish. Nope. And swallowed a hole. So what is it able to do? Boing, boing, boing. Okay, this is not the correct size. Oh, it doesn't squeak anymore. But what is it going to be able to do with this crab or this frog or whatever? So that would be beak shape. They can do what? What are they going to do? Do they swallow it like a big, huge soup ladle? What are they doing with that beak? Okay. Legs. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. See this? No, you can't because their legs are ginormous. They are long. Can you see that? Here, I should get a meter stick out just to show you. It says in the reading how long they are, but this is 12 inches right here. See that? 12 inches. So 1 foot. 2 foot, and we're not even to the femur, like that. So they're over 2 feet long. So they're long and thin, obviously. And where do they spend a lot of their time? So this is bone right here. Can you see that? That is bone. What is on these? What is that? Can you see that? See those? What are those scales? What purpose do they serve? Think about when you have your hands or your feet, so say you're in the water for hours because you went to a water park and your feet are in the water for hours, or in the wave pool, whatever. What do your feet look like when you get out of that water, when you've been in there for hours? Where do the Whooping Cranes spend a lot of their time? What does this structure, what is that structure? What does that do? It's in the reading article too. You don't have that on you. What does that do? How does that protect them? Okay, feet and toes. What color are they? Can you see the color? What color are their feet? See that? Oh, they have 2 feet with a little hook back there. What do they use their feet to? Do they climb trees? Do they perch? Do they stand in the water? Do they also have those scales on them? So here's the leg with the scales. Do the feet have the scales? Can you see that? So what do the scales help them to do? Protect them from what? So they kind of spread out. They're very tall. They're 5 feet tall. Allows them to walk through the water to get to the brush, to get to where they need to be. Because they're so tall, then it protects them with their scales. Wait, they're almost 5 feet tall, right? And then, do you see how much they weigh? Did you look that up? I don't know about you. My daughter's almost 5 feet tall. She weighs like 85 pounds. And people think that she's very thin. This Whooping Crane, 5 feet tall, 15 pounds. Can you imagine? That is like nothing. So they're not like humans, obviously, because they're birds with hollow bones. 15 pounds are lightweight. How does that lightweight help them? What does it help them to do? Okay, they have an elongated trachea. Your trachea is right here. It's your windpipe. Another name for it is windpipe. So you breathe in, then the air goes through your larynx, but that's your voice box. And then to your trachea. Your elongated trachea allows them to produce loud sounds. And what do you think they want to do with that loud sounds? Come here! Or do they want to say, get away? Or do they want to do both? Look that up. They have hollow bones. Can't really see it on here. But birds have hollow bones. It helps to make them lighter so that they can fly. How many mates do they have? Do they have 1 mate? And they keep mating with the same mate over and over again? Or do they have more than one mate? What? Which one do they do? They have dancing behaviors. They jump and they bounce. They bow, they run to help them to attract their mate. And then the last thing I'm going to show you, what type of feather is this? Remember from that article that you read? Is this a down feather or a contour feather or flight feather? Remember, you have primary and secondary and tertiary feathers. Which one do you think would be on the ends? So this is a whooping crane feather. Remember, they're 5 feet, so the wingspan is quite large. So which one do you think this one is on the end of the wings? So like right here, and then this one would be closer to their head? Or do you think this one is on the ends? This one's closer to their head. What do you think? All right, so these are their wings. See that? See the shaft is right here, if you remember. The shaft and the veins and the barbules, which you can't really see. Pretty cool, huh? So although you can't be here, at least you're able to see some of it. And look what I have here for you. Even though they migrate south, they still have some of these. Which one is this? Is this a contour feather? Contour flight feather? Or is this a down feather? That's a down feather. What do down feathers do? They help with what? Insulation. So even though they fly south for the winter, they still have down feathers to help them so that they can make it before it gets too cold. All right, so remember their contour feathers, their primary ones help with steering and balance, and their tail feathers help too. I think that is everything that you need to know. Make sure that you read those articles to fill in the gaps of the answers I didn't give you. I didn't try to give you all the answers because I want you to read those. But for those of you that can't be here, I wanted to be able to see how cool this stuff is. Like, see how big this is? Look at that. From my head, I'm 5'10", from my head to my waist. It's huge. I'm only 10 inches taller than a whooping crane. And the beak, and the egg. All right, let me know if you have questions.